Match reaction, West Ham 2, Manchester United 0. I want your thoughts on that game, Webby.
Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. No goals in 4 games, never looked like scoring. I feel for the manager because you know what's going to happen, more pressure on him. We just, you know, obviously, I'm not going to go on about injuries. We've got a lot of injuries, you know, in key positions. I thought the young lad at the back did okay, and I thought Johnny Evans had been slaughtered when I made the announcement, when I said start of season, great signing, Evans got laughed at. I thought he was our best defender today. I just don't see any future at the moment, pal. It's hard, you know. I feel for the fans who left Manchester at 6 o'clock this morning, up at 4:30 to get across town and get on the bus. You know, I'll give me a ticket away for Liverpool, which I never do. I'll give me a ticket away for today. I'm not interested. I'll give me a ticket away for Villa now already. I'm not interested, mate. There's no heart, there's no passion, there's nothing, and I feel sorry for the young lads. They've been thrown in, at the, you know, at the deep end because of the injuries. You know, it must be a right pleasure for them coming through the ranks to play for the club, but it's toxic, mate, from top to bottom. We're absolutely hopeless, mate, and I mean hopeless.
You do mention there, Webby, there's no heart, no passion, but is it also a case that, you know, the forward players today, we've seen chances for Garnacho, they're just not sticking the ball in the back of the net.
Forwards are bobbins, mate. It says it all, no goals in 4 games. Probably not look like, I know, they have chances, which maybe he should have scored, but I just don't see anything there, Kieran. I think, I just don't, I'm dreading games again now. I'm dreading going into games, thinking about games, ruining me weekend again because it's rubbish. Notice that West Ham were there for the taking today. They played on, was it Wednesday night or something?
Yeah, against Liverpool.
Got slaughtered. You know, we should come there with a longer rest. You know, for me, once I didn't agree with Bruno coming back in, but it was obviously he was going to come back in because he's a captain, throwing his arms around again, arguing, but for dissent, which he missed the Liverpool game for. I just think it's, at the moment, mate, it's the lowest of the lowest for me.
What did you make of Bruno then today? What
terrible.
was he not doing for you?
Just terrible. Done nothing. Done nothing, Kieran. Try to win 20, 30-yard passes when they're 5-yard passes on. If we keep the ball, they can't score.
Do you think he was playing his position good today? Do you think he was just too much all over the pitch? Or do you think he wasn't close enough to the centre-forward?
What centre-forward? We've got problems, mate. And it's nothing against the kid that he come with a big price tag. And I've said it to you off camera. We should have pushed the ball out and got Kane. He wanted to come here, spend some money. You know what I mean? We're in a right mess, mate. Yeah. We're in an absolute mess. Then we're coming up the next game against Villa, who were flying. You know, and then you got Forest, who the new manager bounce and all that. Yeah. I just think at the moment, mate, I don't see where the next win's coming from. I'm being truthful with you. I don't see where the next goal's coming from.
So is it on your Christmas card list there, Webby? Is it for a new striker in January? Do you think the club will go out and actually get one when they're seeing now 4 games, the last 4 games, we've not even scored a goal?
You've got to, mate. You know, when I look at Rashford coming on, and obviously a commentator said after about 10 minutes of being on the pitch, touched the ball once. You know, as a centre forward, if it's not coming to you with a serve, you go looking for it. He seemed disinterested. Yeah. Didn't want to go looking for it. You know, then I look to like of Eriksen. And for me, if you're fit enough for the bench, you're fit enough to start. Play him.
Do you think he should have come on maybe when Rashford come on a double substitution?
Should have started, mate. Should have started. You know, and I feel sorry for Palesty coming on at what it is. And, you know, people like Martial, and then you got Varane. I'm not knocking the kid today. I thought he did well, but with no pressure on him. You know, it would have been different if he was up against someone like Antonio, you don't get physical battle. And it was quite easy for him.
It was easy for their first goal as well. There'd been no pressure on Paqueta there in the midfield area, just been able to lob it in, and then Bowen scores. Do you think Onana could have done more? A few people around me said that he could have done more. But
because obviously when you've seen the melee players in there, until they're showing you the replay, it was disappointing with the goalkeeper. You know, he's made a great save from the Bowen header. But what does Anthony offer us? He's offered us nothing. You know, Garnacho, you know, he's getting bullied out of games now. I know he's only a young kid and it'll come with the territory of playing for United, but it's Manchester United Football Club. It's not the dog and duck. Yeah. You've got to be, every time, wherever we go, it's their biggest game. We've got to be ready for it, like we did years ago. I'm going back talking about the Fergie days. We've got games. We've got Upton Park. We'll be 3-0 up before the ball's kicked. Now, you knew what was going to happen today. I knew we weren't going to win today. Yeah. Upstairs with the lads before, when Rashford come on, I'm going to put a bet on Rashford to score the goal. Save your money. It's not happening. Go and give it me for the few pints, because he's not scored in. Yeah. No one scored in. Just disappointed, Kieran, again. And like you say, I don't know where to go. I'm I'm not
what
speechless.
Do you think, what do you think the manager's got to do then going forward? Because we've got Aston Villa there on Boxing Day. They're flying, scored a late goal to get the draw, obviously, against Sheffield United the other night. But, you know, where does he go from here? Does he have to change maybe the tactics? Because if we're leaking goals and we're not scoring goals, this could only go and get worse, Webber.
Can it get worse? Can it get worse, mate? This is probably one of the downest I've been for years and years of watching United now, and I just don't see any positives. Obviously, the young lad making his debut, fair play to him, he's coming because Varane's out ill or whatever. I just think some of our players, you know, years ago, you'd see Kevin Moran playing with 18 stitches in his head. You know, a bit of bottle, a bit of pride. Now, they don't give a monkey's chuff. Oh, I don't really fancy it today. And you look at that list there, and I see some of these players, last 2 or 3 weeks, training. So why aren't they virtually ready to come on? Yeah. You know, they just say, oh, well, I'm not really ready. Who's dictating? I'm not really ready yet. Maybe another couple of weeks. Get your big money. The Sancho thing's got to be sorted. If you don't want him, sack him. That £1,000,000 a month will fix the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get rid of him.
Yeah.
We're in a mess, kid. We're in an absolute mess, mate.
It seems to be like individual mistakes as well as spreading through the players. You know, you see Mainu, you know, give the ball away in midfield, which led up to their second goal as well.
I feel sorry for the kid. He's done all right. You know, I've been shouting it from the top of the rooftops how good he is. You know, he makes a mistake. Hopefully he'll forget about that. Yeah. And he'll start against Villa. But Kieran, we've got major problems, mate. We've got proper problems. Yeah,
there's a lot of people who are mentioning McTominay in midfield, that he shouldn't be starting these games now. It just doesn't fit into our style of play, and a cohesion there with him there. Do you agree with that? Should maybe Amrabat started again today with Bruno starting? Or
I think without McTominay's goals and all that, we've been about 15th now. You know, he's the only one who looked threatening, for not today, but in previous games where he's come on and he saved us. Kieran, I've just got no answers. I've got no words to say, well, he should play, or he should come back in against Villa, or how long's he going to be out for? I'm just so down at the moment about our club, you know, and the Jim Ratcliffe thing, he needs to sort this out. I bet he's sat at home thinking, what the Christ have I got myself in for here? Because the club's a mess, mate. And obviously I feel for the manager, because another couple of defeats, mate, it's tick-tock.
Do you still think he's the right man, though, for the job? Because it just feels like sometimes, you know, we take that step forward, we get a bit of optimism, and then we take 2 steps back, like we've seen again today.
Well, since the last 4 matches, it's been backward steps.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the answer is, kid. And you got to stick with the manager. You know, look at someone sent me the previous records to him and Klopp when he first started, and it's a lot better than Klopp. Liverpool stuck with him, you know. But you can't really, like, you can back the manager, which we'll do, but some of these buys now, you know.
Still a lot of young players on that pitch, though, today. When you look at Hoyland's age, Garnacho, Mainu, Kwambala as well at the centre-back position. A few youngsters there.
Yeah, but you got to West Ham, you got to go with experience. You got to go, you know, to nick a goal in the last minute, not play well, but to nick a goal or nick a draw. You know, obviously the chance in the first half, he should have done better. But after that, Kieran, what did we create? What did their goalkeeper have to do? Nothing.
Is that the most disappointing thing for you today? Like we keep saying, Webby, goals, you know, chances created.
Yeah, you know, if you don't score goals, you don't win matches. You know, we've created a couple of good ones in the first half, which on another day he might have put away. But he's not put them away, mate, and it's come West Ham 2, Manchester United 0. You know, you go to West Ham, you know what you're going to get. Whether it's the London Stadium, Upton Park, they don't like us. It's their biggest match. And we've not shown any bottle or heart. And the football was terrible, and I'm just down again. And I'm dreading the next game, which you should look forward to. Yeah. But I'm dreading it. I've been upstairs there and I've seen kids walking out at 1-0 with their families. You know, the normal mistake is years ago, couldn't draw this or nick it 2-1. Yeah. They've walked out at 1-0, knowing the fact that we're not going to do anything.
Yeah. They're not going to sit the ball on the back of the net.
No, very, very disappointed. It's all going to come down to the manager, right or wrong. I don't think it's right, but he's the one who picks the team. You know, he's got to be up for the Villa one because Villa are coming here flying. You know, and then later on we're going to go home, we're going to watch a proper game of football, Liverpool and Arsenal. Two proper teams, and it hurts me saying it, but they are. So what do? We stick with the manager, but how long is his owners going to stick with him? Yeah. You know, I don't know, Kane. I don't know what the answer is, mate. I'm very, very disappointed.
Well, we definitely need a player who's going to stick the ball in the back of the net consistently, Webby, and we've just not got that right now. So what the manager does from here, I don't know. I don't think you know either. But if you know out there, let us know in the chat below. But yeah, thanks for your review there, Webby. Top notch as usual, mate. Anyone out there, if you want to get involved in the chat, get in the comments below, and also enjoy your Christmas. And we'll be back again soon. Thank you.